Okay, you're going to need a knife, something to cut and do your palmiers on. You're going to need your pastry brush. We're going to need an egg wash, which is 1 egg with a little bit of milk that is beaten. We're going to make cinnamon sugar, which is just cinnamon and sugar combined. You can also buy that. And you're going to need puff pastry. I did buy mine for this example. You can absolutely make your own, but it does take a lot of butter and a lot of time. So for this time, and because Matthew just wanted his snack, this is what we did. And you will also need a cookie sheet. So here I'm going to open up the puff pastry, and I'm going to roll it out a little bit. I'm not using a rolling pin because this is already made and it is perfect in the thickness. But if you are making your own, you do want it to make about a 1/4 inch thick. That seems to be the magic number. So this is perfect, and it's a lot easier to do this when there is still the paper on it. So we're going to use our pastry brush and our egg wash, and we're going to nicely paint that on. I'm just going to show Matthew how it's done, and he's going to take over. So here he goes. You just want to get all of the corners. I'm just going over because he didn't take a lot. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the cinnamon sugar and spread it all over that pastry dough. This will make the cinnamon version. If you want a plain palmier, you will not put the cinnamon on, you will just do plain sugar. So you want to spread it all over like that. Okay, the next step is from each side, we're going to roll in twice and then fold in half. So you want it to be even. So we do one fold, and then we're going to do the next side so it's even. And this is when the paper comes in handy. We can ease it off gently and guide it without it sticking to our board. So that's the second on our left, and we're going to do the second on the right before we fold it over. And we're going to fold it in half. And this is what it's going to look like when we cut it. So now we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut. And I'll show you what that looks like. There we go. I'm going to put this on my cookie sheet or my sheet tray on the side before I show you the next step. Matthew's just going to cut it all and I'm going to put it over there. And notice how his fingers are in a bear claw. His fingers will not be hit. They will hit, the knife will not hurt his fingers at all. He just needs me to hold down the paper a little bit. And we are working on eyeing measurements, which is a little bit harder for kids, but he's doing a great job. Okay, so we're almost done. I'm going to clean off our station just so that I can show you what I will be doing on our sheet tray with our palmiers, or they're also called elephant ears. And we do have some extra. This wasn't worth saving, so I just got rid of it. And we're going to fold this up, make sure we don't spill much more cinnamon sugar all over the place before I have to clean it up. Alright, so here's our cookie sheet. And you can see those two I already started just to show you an example of what we're doing. We're going to take them apart a little bit and we're just going to refold them a little bit so they look kind of like a heart. And this is exactly how they'll bake. So I'm just going to finish that up. They do not spread, so you don't have to worry. They will just puff. That's why it's puff pastry. Alright guys, we are almost done. Our oven is preheated to 450 and we are going to bake them between 12 and 13 minutes. I will flip them when they are finished, and that is where the beauty will come in. If you want, I have seen people flip them halfway and bake them. You can absolutely do that. I never did that. I don't feel like it's necessary, but that's your option. So here we go. Just last one, and We're going to egg wash again, throw a little bit more cinnamon on. This will be the glaze. And voila, we are finished. Bake, and I will show you our finished product. By the way, this is the second time in a row that I'm filming this. I did film this live for another group, and Matthew missed out on that because he took a nap, so we did this again because they are absolutely delicious and he wanted more. So I'm just pinching some cinnamon sugar on top. And whatever cinnamon sugar I have left over, I do plan on making cinnamon French toast. And voila, there are our palmiers or our elephant ears. Enjoy!